Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 19th, 20th, and 21st. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I will pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Just remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just deliver the message to whoever out there may need to receive it. Now, a couple of things is that I'm sorry these videos are late. I had some computer problems earlier in the week. And the good thing though was, that my husband said, basically, I think it was last week, said, I think you need to have a new computer. So this week when I was having my problems, he just was working really hard to get the computer updated, or I should say, put together, because it's a new computer. And I had to then download all the software, and now we will see if everything is working the way it needs to go. Okay, so that's one thing. The other is that we're going to have, yes, you're going to have a busy weekend. I will be getting out my Aries readings. Aries season starts the 20th, which is Saturday, and it will start at 5:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, along with that, and I think it's like within the same minute, 5:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the Northern Hemisphere, the spring solstice or equinox occurs. For the Southern Hemisphere, I guess that would be the fall or autumn equinox. That is where light and day are equally matched. And as the Northern goes into more and more of the spring, then there will be more light, then there is the darkness, and conversely, just the opposite for the people in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, I do feel that there's going to be some major changes because remember, Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. And we have all been feeling, so many of people on my comments, and I'm so sorry I wasn't able to get to the comments. As I've said before, I can read them on my phone, but my phone is older technology. It's not a flip phone, but it is older, so it's a little harder to answer. So I wait till my computer is working to do that. I do read them though. So with this though, where was I going? Anyway, more and more of you have been feeling the energy shifting. There's been more and more, picking up signs, intuitiveness, whatever, that things are changing. Again, I feel, remember, well, this isn't I feel, this is more factual. Pisces is the end of the astrological year, and we are ending that astrological year. So let us bring this new astrological year in with a higher vibration. Just as I'm saying, whenever we have major changes, it's up to us to counter some of those lower vibrations by bringing ours higher. Okay? Okay. So let's get started with the readings. Let's hope my editing program that I downloaded works. Hello, my Scorpios. How are you? Well, let's see what we have going on for the weekend. Yep, we're ending Pisces. We're starting Aries. I do feel strong transition. I feel that this is, it's like everybody's been waiting. Everybody's been waiting. And now it's starting, whatever that means. Here we go. Let's see what we have for my Scorpios for the weekend. Yeah, my Scorpios, why do I always feel so much movement? Well, that's because you can't sit still. That's because, your mind is always moving. Your thoughts, your words, they're always, actually, your words not so much because you're watching, you're observing, but your thoughts, you're always processing. You're like, you're like one of the supercomputer processors. How's that? So. And when I pick that up, I feel all, like my energy goes really high with you. Anyway, let's see what we have for my Scorpios. First card, this is reversed, so that has strong energy. First card is the Knight of Water. Knight of Water. Are you thinking, okay, Debbie doesn't do this, but are you thinking of a new relationship? Are you thinking of taking your relationship to the next step? Now, again, too, we're going to go there. Your relationship can be your work, job, career. Can be, yeah, I have to throw that out there. It could be personal, intimate, interpersonal. It could be family or your home. I'm kind of feeling like there's a joining. I kind of feel like there's a connection here. I kind of feel like there's I want to move something to that next step. Now, again, it could be with your work, but it seems more emotional. It seems more of an emotional commitment. Now, water energy is your energy. It is also Pisces, which we're finishing up, and it's also Cancer. It's emotional. It's very fluid, and so it just keeps moving through you. It's also very spiritual type of energy too. Now, Knights, the energy, the underlying energy is fire. So that's your Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Very passionate, burning. So it's kind of like there's this emotional energy there. It's also it's kind of getting its, it feels like it's getting its claws in, because it's very, it's like it's encompassing you all. It's encompassing you from top to bottom. It's not leaving any other room. Now you have to think a little bit. Okay, I'm going to just say you need to maybe I'm going to give you a piece of the word of advice. Step back a little bit and try to see the bigger picture. Try to, not necessarily, I just get this jumping into the fire type of energy here. Knights are directional, so they do move forward. You tell them which way you want them to go, and you have control over this, and it will just go. It will go, and I kind of feel like when you enter that pathway, then there's like, you're not going to want to turn back. Let me know, my Scorpios, what we have here. Anyway, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, and invitation to a social event. So you could be, it could be one of those things where eyes meet across the room. We'll see. You'll let me know. Your next card, the Lovers. Okay, well, 6, number of man. So something that you can actually create. You can create something more out of this. Now, Archangel Raphael is Archangel of healing. So, there's a lot of emotional healing. So whatever this relation is, there could be some emotional healing, that there might, kind of feeling like balm, B-A-L-M, it's an older term for like ointments that you put on to make it feel better, heal. A balm, a soothing balm type of energy. Now the Lovers, many times there's different interpretations that I get with the Lovers. A lot of times it doesn't even have anything to do with love. But in this case, I do feel there's this emotional relationship type of energy going on. So are you meeting somebody this weekend? I feel like there's going to be, I feel the word completion is coming. Now, is that one of those things like, oh, I'm feeling completed? I'm feeling that there is this, and it could even be it could be a time to move on from an emotional, from one relationship to another. So it could be an emotional relationship that has left, or that you have left, and now it's time to move on. So there could be a lot of opening energy here for you too. And again, spring equinox, fall equinox, and this is like, it's kind of balanced energy. So these also make your choices. This is a good time to make choices. Anyway, the Lovers, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. So think about your moves. Think about your next moves, especially if this is an emotional relationship. And yeah, we don't go down that route. Here we go. Next card, reversed. 3 of Earth. Okay, now, 3s have an interesting energy. In many ways, 3 is celestial, so there's a holiness to a 3 also. There's power in doing things in 3s. So, there's a lot of thought behind 3s. There's also a celestial type of energy here too. There's also kind of an emotional, even though this is Earth energy, there is still this connection with what you emotionally want to do. Earth energy is our Taurus, our Virgo. It's also our Capricorn energy. Okay, solid energy. A lot of times it has to do with work or home. Okay, when it's your home, it's actually more tangible physical energy. So, you might be thinking of, there might be a proposal here. There may be a change, in your home structure here, or you're thinking or talking about that also. So when I tell you this, it doesn't mean that you have to say, yes, I am, doing this. It's that these are thoughts, these are words, these are choices that are coming upon that you might be facing. You might be facing these. And again, I'm going to say, think about it. Think about it. So the energies might be saying, oh, it's time to have some changes. It doesn't mean you have to jump right into those changes, but it means, oh, now I understand why I heard this reading. Now it's time for me to think about it. Okay? Okay. So the three, though, the three of Earth, though, is also about looking at things from different directions, looking at things from different, points of view. Okay? There's a sense of just figuring things out possibly differently. So and it also could be that if there was a relationship that you left or that left you, and there's a new relationship that's coming, that you need to do something maybe a little different. Remember, let's see if I can say it right. When definition of insanity, is that it? Doing something over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Then there's also the one that I like, and it's basically, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. So this is like approaching something differently. And, kind of, if this, again, too, if this is somebody coming into your life, and if they're saying the same story as what you've heard before, and that what you've heard before never worked out well, I would say maybe you need to do something a little different. Okay, I'm getting that for somebody out there. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. Okay, so that's all about work. Well, or not. Here we go and see. Let's go on and see what we have here. Okay, there's a real strong emotional, because I'm feeling kind of, warm and such like that. So it's very committed type of energy here. Here we go. Last card. 6 of Raphael. Raphael is your energy. Now 6 is the number of man, so it's a lot of things that you've done. And again, it kind of goes back to what I was saying about here. It's looking at your past. It's looking at what you've done. Sometimes it's kind of a nostalgic type of card. It's kind of like saying, how did I get to where I'm at? Let's kind of look through things. And feeling like this could be the counselor kind of card. It's like, well, let's see, when you're talking to a counselor and they're like, well, let's kind of go back to your childhood days and let's look and see, let's see, how did you wind up where you're at? Okay. So it kind of goes along with this energy here, but it's gentler. It is kinder. It is a, kind of, yeah, we all make mistakes. But we come, and it helps us to become the person we are. So, have some forgiveness for yourself and maybe for others, because like I'm always saying, forgiveness helps you. Okay? Okay. Anyway, let's go on and see what we have here. My monitor, I guess I wasn't talking enough. I'm moving my mouse enough. Embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindled relationships. Children or childhood. So my monitor shut down, but we'll just continue. Interesting stuff. I'm going to have to change my, my screensaver setting on that. So here we go. Let's see what crystal or energy will be helpful for my Scorpios. Here we go. This is reversed. Amazonite. I like that. I don't have that, but Amazonite, solace, healthy lifestyle, clear communication, balance. Remember, Archangel Raphael will help you through this weekend. I love Archangel Raphael. Always is very helpful, sometimes though, remember, healing, sometimes you have to have a little pain with healing. Ask anyone who's gone through physical therapy. Anyway, my Scorpios, I appreciate your support, so please, please click the button, like, share, subscribe. It does help, and I really thank you. As always, my Scorpios, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.